You're with Christine Layton, live from Midland Gate Shopping Centre for Hello Midland, right here on ABC Radio Perth and WA.
Oh, it's so good to be here. You know, Midland is home to a four-sided clock. It has a major gateway for the road network from north to east, and it's a crucial hub for developing and maintaining the rail system that's sprawled across WA. And, well, Taco Bell opened up a few weeks ago, so that was also a very big deal. Midland has rich history, and local Matthew Pavlinovich has been fascinated by its story since, well, when he was in primary school. Matthew's the chairman of the Midland District's Historical Society. Good afternoon, Matthew.
Good afternoon.
It was so nice to meet you at the opening of the community hub here in the shopping centre. You and I shared a few too many donuts. So I'm very glad you're here. Now, tell me about your early days. Why did you start to get into Midland's history? What was it about Midland that fascinated you as a kid?
Having grown up here, my family came over from Croatia in the mid-60s, migrated here, and we've been here all our lives. I was lucky. I had I saw just towards the end of the old Midland. The old Midland that I refer to is the Great Northern Highway and Helena Street area of Midland.
Yeah.
A thriving area, and obviously some changes happened in the 90s, especially with the WAGR workshops closing, railway workshops closing in 94. I was in basically year 4 then.
Yep.
And that's, and seeing that happen and seeing Great Northern Highway closed in 1991, that gave me the passion. I wanted the area to make sure that we remembered our history. And I started off with, because at that stage there was no internet, so I started off scrapbooking. I was scrapbooking the local newspapers with articles. So
you are a dedicated historian. I can see that. So, according to you, what are some of the key moments in Midland's history? What would you say, Matthew?
The first one I would say is March 1886. That was when the Midland Railway Company of Western Australia, they were awarded a contract to build a line from, which was then Helena Vale, to Walkaway near Geraldton.
Oh.
And that was, they were here, obviously the Indigenous were here before, but they were here, they marked out the town basically, and from there, the other two are obviously the closure of Great Northern Highway in Midland in October 1991, and the closure of the workshops, the government workshops, in 1994.
Yeah. So what did that mean for Midland as an area?
Obviously, it was, our area has been always built on major industry. And, we've had the Midland Railway Company workshops, we've had the WAGR workshops, we've had the Midland Abattoirs, we've had the Midland Sale Yards, we've had Wheels Industries, we also had dried fruit processing through Swan Settlers in Herne Hill. So, industry, that was, we were always, that's what built this town. And obviously when things started closing and it was time, we had to, basically change. It was changing, and, the way that the town was, how it was originally founded on.
Yeah, yep. It would have been quite unsettling, I'm sure. 20 minutes to 1. Matthew Pavlinovich is my guest. He is from the Midland District's Historical Society. He got into history when he was quite young, and was scrapbooking it, and now he's taken it online. We're going to talk about that soon as well. Share your Midland memories with me, please. Jen said, I certainly do have a link to Midland. In 1967 and 68, I was at Swanley and attending Governor Stirling. I wonder if anyone else remembers the house near the school that had a front garden full of succulents and cacti, so ahead of the times. Tony Mann, the cricketer, and Cam Blakemore, who played football in the Waffle, were both teachers when I was at Governor Stirling. What school did you go to, Matthew?
I went to LaSalle College.
Aha, I see. Catholic college?
Yes.
Yes, yeah. Okay, all right. Well, that's a very Perth question. What school did you go to? And I know Eastern Hills is nearby, Governor Stirling, LaSalle, Swanview.
Correct,
Yep.
yes.
And I'm missing one. Oh, I can't remember.
Swan Christian.
Oh, there we go. All right, 0437 22720. If you have links you'd like to mention. Now, we are going to speak to Kevin Mountain, who is a timekeeper with the railways. How important was the role of those workshops? I mean, what did it mean for the area?
Not just the area, but the state-wise, it contributed obviously to the development of rail in the whole entire state, and rolling stock and locomotives all came out of that workshop. So, that was, and they were responsible for maintaining it there as well. So that...
Key buildings, key heritage places that are left standing. I know the Midland Town Hall is beautiful. The Jarrah floorboards, the high ornate ceilings, very good for dancing on. Where else would you say?
So that whole area around the Midland Town Hall, the old Midland Post Office, the courthouse, and that whole civic triangle, which also did include Carnegie Library as well. So that whole area is special, but other parts of Midland, there's significant commercial buildings, plus we've got a few hotels around, and churches scattered through the town.
Which ones? Which are of significant age?
Well, we've got the Church of Accession, which is an Anglican church. That's around 100, that's over 120 years old. That is the oldest church in Midland. Yep. Then we've got the St Bridget's Convent on Morrison Road. That came not long after. So those buildings, and hotel-wise, we've got the Grand Central Hotel, which many would formerly know as the Freemasons Hotel. We've got the Commercial. So there's still some significant places there standing. So
how old is the Midland Town Hall?
Oh, now you.
I'm testing you.
Now you're testing me.
Early 1900s.
Early 1900s. Yeah. But the clock tower was actually built later on. Oh. So it was a dome previously, and they've the citizens of Midland collected money to honour the veterans, to honour those who'd fallen in the war, and they they put the town clock on top.
Yeah, beautiful. So the Historical Society, Midland District's Historical Society, what do you want to preserve? What's your main function?
Well, we're collecting, acquiring and preserving any goods, photographs, anything we could find on our area. Not just Midland itself, but as you said previously, 6056. So anything, we're trying to build a collection there, and we're involved with a number of projects. We've been involved with the Poison Gully train crash site in Bushmead with Cedar Woods, and currently we're involved with Wexcombe, which many would know as the former suburb where Stratton is today.
Oh, yes, yep.
So we're working with Department of Parks and Wildlife there as well.
What was the previous one?
Poison Gully.
What happened there?
Poison Gully, a train line went out of Midland up to Kalamunda, and one winter night, a train got sent up there from Midland, and there was a flood, and Poison Gully, which is now Kadina Brook, basically was in flood, and the bridge that the train was going over, it basically disappeared, but they never got told that it disappeared, and the train went, and it ended up, and there was people passed away. So
what year was that?
That was 1904. So
I didn't know, but that's why the Historical Society exists. Wow.
Yes.
I dare say there'd be some descendants from that incident around the area as well.
Yes.
Have you spoken to them?
Yes, we've previously had. We had a commemoration anniversary for the crash at the site, but the site wasn't up until recently. We couldn't access the site. The only memorial there is still a memorial on the corner of Helena Street and Great Northern Highway in Midland, and that's dedicated to those that passed in that crash.
Well, you know what? We are here at Midland Gate Shopping Centre, and there are people sitting here in the crowd listening to your story. If they have memories or photos or film or other such things that could be of help to your Historical Society, how do people get in touch?
Okay, our Historical Society is on Facebook, so it's Midland and Districts Historical Society, and the contact details are on there on how to contact us.
Very good. Hey, Matthew, you can go and enjoy yourself now.
Okay.
I know you were nervous about this, but you did good.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you. Matthew Pavlinovich, round of applause at Midland Gate Shopping Centre. We are here for Hello Midland. I'm broadcasting until 3:30. And Matthew spoke about the Midland Railway Workshops as one of the key contributors to history here. And, well, you're about to meet someone who was at that workshop the day it closed. It had a devastating effect on workers and the economy for the local community. So I'll play you a little track whilst we get Kevin Mountain ready.